I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
I'm gonna try to film this video and hopefully I can try talking without being awkward, and hopefully Kaysen will still be asleep. So here we go. Hi guys. So today for this video I am gonna film the 1 month update video of Kaysen. So Kaysen turned 1 month on November 7th. He was born on October 7th, so he's a few days now, 1 month and a few days. I'm not going to go into detail exactly what day how many days he actually is, but he's 1 month old now, and I guess I'm going to just let you guys know as far as everything that I'm doing, how he's doing. He is right over there. Pretty much he's sleeping or trying to sleep, so if this video is again very choppy because I had to keep going in and out, is probably because as a first-time mom I'm still learning on how to attend my baby when I need to. So, and if I look like I'm really put together right now, this is not my normal, especially for the 1 month, so please don't think that I just look so put together, because most days I am usually in my pajamas or just in a t-shirt and shorts and really comfortable with no makeup on, and my hair usually looks like a rat's nest because of I don't wash my hair every single day, just because my hair doesn't really need to be washed every single day. So yeah, so I don't look like this all the time, and you guys seen from my past videos and sit-down videos, I don't look like this all the time. It's just the fact that I'm filming 2 videos today, so yeah, that's why I look so put together, because I have 2 videos coming for you guys. I have my coffee here and I have my notes here. I did write it down on a flashcard because I am recording with my phone, so this is how I'm gonna remember everything I want to talk about in this video, so please bear with me. If I miss anything, you guys can always go ahead and give me a comment below and just let me know what you guys want to know, and I can always just share it to you guys in a vlog or in any other video. Or if you guys do follow my social media, like on Instagram, then you guys can always just DM me and ask me questions as far as what I am doing as a first-time mom. So, and quick disclaimer, I am a first-time mom, so a lot of these things might not seem correct, or other people might have different opinions on it, or they might think that it's not the right thing to do. So just bear with me. I'm still learning as a first-time mom. I'm doing everything I can do as far as asking my doctor, asking the pediatrician, looking to some YouTubers on YouTube and watching videos on what to do and all this stuff. So bear with me and just don't give me a lot of crap, because I am a first-time mom. This is my first child, so I don't know everything as far as if I'm doing anything right, but as far as what I know, I think I'm doing everything right, and I'm proud to be his mom. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to disclaim right quick. Okay, so to start off, Kaysen was born on October 7th. He was born at 9:58 p.m. He was born at 8.1 ounces and I think 19 3/4 inches. So at first he wasn't weighing, he weighed at 8.1 when he was first born, and then when we went to his first doctor's appointment, he only gained he lost weight in the hospital, so I guess it's normal. So he lost maybe like 3% of his weight and went down to 7 pounds and I think like 10 ounces, something like that. And then we went to his first doctor's appointment and he gained back that weight at 8 pounds and 1 ounce. But then we went to his 2 weeks doctor's appointment with his pediatrician, and he gained maybe 8 pounds and 2 ounces. Yeah, he was 8 pounds and 2 ounces, so he gained maybe an ounce. So my doctor was the pediatrician was not too concerned, but she did say that she just wants to make sure that he's gaining weight. So with that said, hold on. So to kind of explain, Kason, my son, I opted in at my hospital. So I don't know if every hospital is going to be the same way, but my hospital at least gave me the option for opting in if I wanted to do donor breast milk. I didn't want to do formula. I'm not opposed from formula, but I didn't want to do formula for him because, one, I am a diabetic, so the chances of my son getting diabetes is very high. So if you guys don't know, breast milk and like generally breast milk in general can go ahead and get rid of the chances of having diabetes. So that was my biggest concern of why I wanted to breastfeed, was because I wanted my baby to go ahead and not have diabetes, so I wanted him to have breast milk from the beginning. With that said, when he was in the hospital, he was on bottle-fed breast milk, donor milk, because my son was having low blood sugar. And when you have gestational diabetes and you do have diabetes, they are going to check your low blood sugars on the baby. So they are going to do heel pricks on them and check with like a glucose meter and see how their glucose or their blood sugars are doing. So because I was a diabetic and my son came out on October 7th, they had to keep checking him, and he had a few low blood sugars. And because he had a lot of some low blood sugars, he had to be supplemented with donor milk with a bottle. So from the beginning, my son was getting donor milk from the beginning, and I'm still breastfeeding to this day. So sorry, I'm like way out of it, but he had breast milk from the beginning with bottle fed. So I didn't just try to breastfeed him and have him latch on with my colostrum at the beginning because of his low blood sugar. So that was kind of what was going on as far as how he was gaining weight and what was going on at the hospital. So just kind of a backstory on that. But back to the weight. We went to his 2-week appointment. He was 8 pounds 2 ounces. So my doctor wanted to go ahead and still supplement him with a bottle after each feed of trying to breastfeed. So then yesterday, or on Friday, I went to his echocardiogram, heart ultrasound, which I can go in further detail about that a little bit later, but we went to that appointment and he gained 9.1 ounces. So my son is gaining weight. So my son right now is at 9.1 ounces or 9.1 pounds. So he went from 8.1 to 9.1 in 1 month. So he is a pound right now, or he gained a pound right now, and he is still 20. He's now 20 and a half inches. So that's where he's at right now with his weight. So going into feeding, because he is now weighing 9.1 ounces, so he is gaining weight just from my breast milk. So I am exclusively breastfeeding. To explain, I'm not against formula at all. I do support the fact that if you could feed your baby, you can feed your baby, whether it's formula, breastfeeding, or pumping, whichever you guys do. Either way, your baby is being fed. So I'm a really big supporter on all that. So I really don't care what everybody does, but I am exclusively breastfeeding. So I do the whole pumping, I do the whole nursing. So I nurse, I pump, just to maintain my supply. And so far, it's been working really well with me. When I was in the hospital, Kason, he can't latch on my right side because I have an inverted nipple. So I tried the nipple shield. I tried everything on my right side, and my right side only makes maybe 1 ounce or 2 ounces depending on how the type of day it is. But he doesn't latch on my right side, and he latches on my left side. And at first he wasn't latching really well on my left side. It was kind of a struggle at first. So the first 2 weeks of his life, we had trouble with latching, but then towards the end of the 2 weeks he got the latching down. So it was like nothing, like he just latched on and started feeding on my boobs easily, so I didn't always have to use the bottle. So as you guys know from my past video, I had like a morning routine and showed that I was exclusively like bottle feeding, or did a lot of bottle feeding. And one, it's because my boyfriend likes to bottle feed him, so for the bonding time for him, we do have bottles for him to go ahead and use to bond with our son. But I still bottle feed him, like if I just want to bottle feed him like once or twice a day. But other than that, the bottles are for Cody, my boyfriend, to go ahead and feed him. And then also to kind of explain, it's because Kason never had a problem with going from my boob to the bottle because he was bottle fed from the beginning when he was in the hospital. So either way, he's still taking my breast milk, and that's why I bottle feed and I nurse. So there's no problem there with him doing that. And he maybe makes about 3 ounces. He eats about 3 ounces now at 1 month. So that's where we're kind of at. At first, he was maybe getting 2 ounces because that's all he would take. But then when we realized that he needed to gain more weight, we started giving him more, about 3 ounces, 3.5 ounces. So that's where he's at right now as far as how much he's eating. And to kind of like explain as far as the whole breastfeeding thing, I can go over that in another video. But basically I went to a lactation consultant, and with me just nursing my left side, they said that they don't have concern about it because I make so much on my left side, and that I would just have to keep pumping on my right side to maintain the supply and just keep getting supply. So yeah, that's kind of the story. I can go over that in a different video for you guys as far as what I'm doing breastfeeding, increasing supply, all that stuff. So yeah, that's all I just have to say about that. So now going into how Kason is. So the first 2 weeks, it wasn't terrible. I think because I was a C-section and I was in pain, like I was going through a lot of emotions. So I obviously had, I think, like either postpartum anxiety or postpartum blues, mainly because of my hormones. So me and Cody had maybe one argument or like one bickering thing, just because I was emotional because I was having trouble latching and Cody was trying to help me, and long story short, I was just having problems because I felt like I wasn't being a good mom and all that stuff. But again, I didn't go through the postpartum depression. I've actually been doing good now, because he's latching better and because I've gotten the hang of things. So the first 2 weeks wasn't terrible, but to explain, my son Kason has never been a really big crier, or he's a very chill baby. When he first came out of me, and I was like still laying on the bed at the C-section stuff, or yeah, the surgery room, he cried, and then Cody grabbed him and he brought him to me, and he was the chillest baby ever. Like he literally did not cry. He was just there. He was hanging out and just like giving us lots of love and looking into the world. And then even from recovery and all that at postpartum in the hospital, he was doing really good. He never cried. All he did was sleep. The only reason why he would cry though was probably because of all the heel pricks he got when he was getting his blood sugars checked and all the testing he had to do. So that was the only time he cried. But since we've been home, Kason only cries when he's hungry, uncomfortable, or needs to poop. So Sometimes he will cry because he just wants us to hold him, but other than that, like, he's the chillest baby. Like, he'll just like look at you, he'll chill on his lounger, he'll chill on the bouncer, he'll chill on the swing, he'll chill like laying down, and then like if you put your legs up and you have him like propped up, he'll like just look at you and just chill out. So he's a really chill baby, and that's the only time he really cries. So I'm really blessed with that. But again, still the newborn phase, and I know that there's more to come in the next year and going to his teenage years. So I know it's coming. Other than that, like I said, I got my little note here. He loves the pacifier. So again, he never had a problem with bottle feeding, pacifier, and the confusion with the nipple. So he was doing really good. He loves his pacifier. That's what soothes him a lot. I can go into detail with the newborn essentials video that what kind of pacifier he uses, but right now he is using the Bibs pacifier, which I can show you guys right here since he's not using it. But this is the pacifier he uses. This is the Bibs one that you guys can, that pretty much every YouTuber uses, but he really likes these ones. He doesn't really like the Advent soothing ones that much. He typically spits those ones out, and I think it's because, I don't know if it's like just the nipple is just so thin and narrow that he doesn't like it, but he likes the Bibs one a lot. So that's what soothes him the most. Other than that, he likes head rubs. He loves head rubs. So if you're like holding him like this, or you're trying to get him to sleep, he loves when me and Cody rubs his head, because he'll fall asleep as soon as we start rubbing his head, start stroking his hair, and all that. So that's one thing he really loves. And then another thing is he loves being held. Again, the only time he cries is when he needs to pee, poop, and he needs to go ahead and eat. But if it's not that and we can't get him to calm down, it's because he wants to be held. And then mainly, I think he just likes being held with me. I don't think he doesn't not like Cody, but every time Cody tries to soothe him, he still stays crying or stays like really fussy. And then once he comes to me, he's super calm and then just likes looking at me, likes looking around and all that stuff. So yeah. And as far as what he does not like, he hates diaper changes. He absolutely hates diaper changes. I don't know, I think this is normal for most babies. I don't think it's uncommon, but my baby hates diaper changes. I don't know if it's just because he's cold or he just doesn't like the feeling of his diaper being changed or him being exposed down there, but he hates it. The only time that we can really do it and not have him cry is after feeding. So I think that's normal. I'm pretty sure it's normal, but pretty much when after he eats, that's when we can do a diaper change. But let's say that we do like a diaper change just randomly because we notice that he pooped or he peed or we feel like he needs a diaper change, he'll start crying and then it's a big problem. So yeah. Another thing that he doesn't like is the booger suction. He doesn't like when we have to take out his boogers. So Kason didn't really develop the whole mucus and booger stuff until maybe 3 weeks. So he is a month old now and he started developing it at 3 weeks, and we didn't really realize it until we noticed that he was breathing weird, but he was sneezing a lot and he was making weird noises when we were putting him down for bed in his bassinet. And then when he would wake up, he was making these weird noises. And then we realized that he has boogers now and he has mucus. So we have a humidifier in our room that is above his bassinet so that he can go ahead and have that near him to go ahead and help with the breathing. But then we didn't really have like anything else besides the suction bulbs. So we used the suction bulbs at first, and he hates the suction bulbs. So yeah, That was the worst thing he hates. But then we got the nose Frida thing, and again, I can go over this in newborn essential stuff, but we got the nose Frida thing and he still hates it, but it worked a lot better for us, especially because it definitely works. Like, it suctions out the boogers like a blessing. But we use like the saline stuff and then suck it out, and then he still hates it, but then he calms down after a while. So yeah. Then kind of going back to the diaper changes, one thing that he does a lot is he pees on me. So it wasn't until like maybe the 3rd week where he's been definitely more active and definitely been peeing on mommy. He hasn't really peed on Cody. He literally, I don't know if it's just Cody's going really fast or what it is with me, but basically there's been a whole week where Kason was just, every time I did a diaper change on him, he would literally pee on me. And it was just like, what the hell, boy, what are you doing? But he was like peeing on me where I literally diaper change and then all of a sudden it just shot out. And then there's been times where I don't know if I just didn't tighten his diaper or what it was, but he literally seeped through his diaper and it got all over my t-shirt. And there's been days where like I got breast milk on my shirt, I got pee on my shirt, I got spit up on my shirt. So yeah, I've literally experienced the whole definitely #mom life the first three weeks of birth and having a son. So I just wanted to put that out there. I just wanted to go ahead and end this video here. If I did miss anything, please let me know. Again, you guys can always follow me on my social media, or you guys can leave a comment below and just kind of ask me about stuff. But other than that, I kind of went through the basics as far as how much he weighs now, how he's eating, how he's sleeping, how he's doing in general. But if there's anything that you guys do want to know more in depth, please leave a comment below and I should go ahead and answer that, or you guys can go ahead and ask me on my social media. My Instagram is on private. That's just typically how I like my social media, is to be on private. Maybe in the future I'll do a public Instagram depending how big this YouTube channel gets, which I don't expect it to get that big, but I am doing this just for fun. So yeah, so if you guys are trying to add me on Facebook, I'm kind of picky, or not Facebook, try to add me on social media. I am a little bit picky depending on who's following me. So yeah, I know that sounds bad, but because of my pre-pregnancy video, I've gotten a little bit of creeps on trying to add me on Instagram. So that's why I'm not terribly adding everybody on my Instagram page. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Again, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe if you want to. If you guys want to continue seeing more videos as far as me doing a sit down video, I do a lot of vlogs, I do mommy videos, and eventually we'll see how I do more. I am only recording with my phone, so I can't do a lot, and I don't have a decent tripod. So yeah, I'm trying my best to do as much as I can and put a lot more content out there for you guys, but it's kind of hard. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching again. I will see you guys in my next video, which you guys will see in a few days here because I'm still gonna look like this. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.